in a harsh condition isn't that easy, as we pick up skills from glorified survival TV shows in the comfort of our living room. On the contrary, the survival tips which we pick up from movies and TV shows are completely false, and they can increase the risk in an emergency situation. So we thought to provide you some facts to bust urban survival myths. Hi, this is Shashi, and let's start with myth number 1. Stand in a doorway when there is an earthquake. It can be true if modern doorways are as strong as they used to be. Modern doorways are not strong enough to protect you when structure starts to fall. Doorways nowadays just insert it after the building structure is complete. So if you are in a modern home, we don't want to stand in a doorway. Instead, go under the table, which will give you better protection than a doorway. Myth number 2. It's a disaster myth. People will turn lawless criminals at the time of disaster. Do you really think that people will turn lawless criminals and do evil things like loot and murder at the time of disaster? The fact is, loot and murder even happens in normal times. In reality, criminals, crooks are a very small part of total population. Man is a social animal and loves to live in a group called society. As Raymond Bellamy said, man is less gregarious than sheep and more gregarious than cats. So it is highly unlikely that people will turn into lawless criminals at the time of disaster. But on the contrary, most humans will work together to survive as we depend and rely on each other. Myth number 3. Alcohol warms you up. Most of us believe this, isn't it? But the fact is, alcohol is a vasodilator and it causes blood vessels to dilate. So if you are cold and drinking alcohol to warm yourself, it will dilate your blood vessels, which will decrease your core temperature and increase the risk of hypothermia. So I suggest, if you're cold, you must drink hot soup or hot drinks and save alcohol for another good time. Myth number 4. This is a food myth. Some of us believe that we can eat anything that animals eat. Really? Despite shared biology, there is a lot of dissimilarities between social animals and other animals. Birds eat certain berries that are toxic and can kill humans. Even mammals like squirrels eat nuts and mushrooms that are poisonous and can kill humans. It doesn't mean that you can eat anything or everything that animals eat. In survival, we say that don't eat anything you don't know, especially plants or fruits that are bright in color or leak sap or milk on a cut. Myth number 5. This is the interesting first aid myth. People believe tampons are effective for plugging bullet holes. Though tampons are useful in first aid kit, you can use it as a gauze and also useful in survival situations for starting a fire or other things. But not plugging in a bullet hole, because number 1, tampons doesn't have coagulant properties to stop bleeding. Number 2, when bullet enters the body, the entrance is small, but it creates larger area inside due to bullet energy. So by putting the tampon in a bullet hole, you're making the situation worse. There is still a lot of controversy regarding this topic, but this explanation is enough to bust this myth. So, what do you think about our facts? Please like it if you like and dislike if you didn't. But that doesn't mean you should not subscribe our channel. So please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for upcoming informative videos on urban survival. Thank you.